Peace, love, and light, people. Quick disclaimer, my content is for educational purposes only. Can't stress enough for you guys to do your own research. Appraise my information, content, and or videos in the event you find error. Inform me so that I may, make any corrections in the event of error. Nobody has lived long enough to know all there is to learn, and none of us have been alive long enough to know all that transpired in the past. Cognitive dissonance, man. You know, it's a phrase that was coined in 1957 by United States social psychologist Leon Festinger. The etymological definition, is psychological distress caused by holding contrary beliefs or values. Um, that's what this video is about to be about, man. I don't surmise it being. I don't think it's gonna be a long video, but I just had a conversation, man, with a loved one, man, and I just felt the need to do this, man. You know, first of all, man, I would task anybody to look up the etymological definition of belief as opposed to the etymological definition of no. Because to believe something does not mean you know a thing. It just simply means you believe it. Nothing wrong with belief. You know, actually, in order to manifest, you have to believe. But, you know, that's not what I'm talking about here in this video. What I'm talking about is based off of the definition that I just read to you guys. Psychological distress caused by holding contrary beliefs or values, man. And this is one of the main reasons why, man, only thing I can do is continually stress to people, man. Do your own research, man. Do your own research, man. It's sad, man, to come to the realization of how scared, and misled, purposefully misled the majority of us are. I understand why some of the scholars, Bobby Hemmett, excuse me, you know, uh, Dr. Phil Valentine and a host of others, man, when it comes to, trying to save your people, man, or at least, bring them, or try to find a crafty way to, trying to find a crafty way to have them initiate, their own research based off of, what to say, other schools of thought. Let me put it that way. Give me a second. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, man. Getting to the crux of the matter, man. The reason why I decided to do this video on cognitive dissonance, man, is because, man, again, I'm empathic, man. So I pick up on energies, you know, um, that the average person just not able to pick up on, man. And a lot of times I don't say nothing. I just, I recognize and, you know, keep it moving, man, because like, cognitive dissonance, man, it can and it will cause division and stress in individuals that suffer from it. I've been through it before. Not only with this same loved one that I'm making reference to, but in others. And it just brings me to the saying, man. My people are destroyed due to a lack of knowledge, man. I believe Brother Polite, man. Shout out to him. One of the videos I watched to him, man, where he was talking about, man, for 3, 4, going on 5 centuries now, our ancestors prayed to this same God that the oppressors brought to us forcibly, and I make no distinction between Christianity or Islam as it relates to that statement. Pardon me, I'm just talking. But I find it hard, to subscribe to the same entity that those that are oppressing me subscribe to. And we both praying for different things. They praying to maintain their dominance over me, and I'm praying for my liberation. Then on top of that, man, it's one thing to give reverence to something, but to give your power to something outside of yourself is not a practice of ours. That's something that was forced upon us. And through the passage of time, over the centuries, it's become the norm. It's become it had to be accepted because they would kill you. If you didn't subscribe to, those in power at the time when they set it off and they structured it and they, like the Council of Nicaea, Constantine and the boys, over however long the chronology of time was that they got what Christianity was going to be together. You better not get caught doing nothing outside of what they decreed. That was your ass. That's just like, on the few, and I put high emphasis on the few ships that came over here with kidnapped Africans. You see what I'm saying? Because our people was already here. We Aboriginal. Look at Christopher Columbus's son's logs. All this shit is documented fact, man. But cognitive dissonance will have a person so stuck in what they believe that they won't even, anything that don't penetrate ricochet. So if they're not even willing to receive or have a mind that's open enough to have an unbiased perspective on information coming to them, it's no way that they will, opt to, look at things from another set of lenses. It's practically impossible because of the cognitive dissonance, and it's just hurtful, man. Because like the way I look at things, man. I mean, it's like a lot of things, man. I'm gonna just put it out there like this here. Some things, man. We innately as humans having a soul. No, being a soul, having a human experience. There's certain things that we're innately capable of doing. And then on top of that, Brother Polite and Dr. Phil Valentine and Bobby Hemmett, those three individuals particularly, I can recall them speaking on how, the clergy, whether it be a priest, a minister, imam, whatever. You know what I mean? They get the sciences, man. They get the science. They get the real. They get the right knowledge. But if they start propagating and putting the right message out there goes your 501c3. You know, there it go. That's why I got to shout out my man. What's the brother's name? What is his name? Can't think of his name right now. He was a pastor, and he still has a congregation, but he teaching that right knowledge now. Instead of talking that Virgin Mary and Jesus stuff, he's talking Isis and Asar. The original story. Thousands of years before anybody knew of any Christianity, let alone Jesus. And again, man, I live and let live. I'm just speaking my mind, man. You know what I mean? Because it fucks with me how successful these cowards been. Yeah, man. It's it's heavy, man. It's heavy. You know what I mean? But again, the growth of the situation, man, is to be able to detach. The universal law of detachment, man. I've been doing real good with that. And this is yet another circumstance that I have to employ that universal law. Because when you see a thing and you know what it is you're looking at, and you know what's transpiring right in front of your face, regardless of what's being stated out of the other person's mouth, you got to let go, man. You just got to let go and let them walk their course, because all of us got to walk our own. It is what it is, man. But, again, man, this just a little quick tidbit, man. Don't be afraid to research, man. You know what I mean? They got books that cost over $30,000 just to keep us away from it. Because I mean, not that none of us don't have 30 racks, but a lot of us ain't doing no reading no way. Especially now, we go right on this little phone, or we go right on our TV, go to Google, YouTube, Ain't no, I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they start outlawing books. Because it's gonna be a sad day, man, when all you got to rely on is technology, and you ain't got no real documentation to rely upon or to lean on. Because they control the information, man. They have you thinking shit is ice cream. And by the way things look, people will be eating that shit. You know what I mean? It's just sad, man, to see it how it is now, man. And this ain't my first encounter with it. Ever since I came into, the consciousness and was able to view life